if I had to take out a hat, I don't know about these, a box of cream crackers, lovely to eat with bovril and butter. Pizza box, takeaway pizza. You'll probably be wondering, oh, now what is Sir doing now? What is the link between these three items? This cricket hat, cream crackers, and a pizza box. You'd probably struggle to find the link between these three items. And to be honest, so do I. However, if I bought out a Christmas hat, or a hat like that, some crackers, these type of crackers, not the ones you eat, a gift, and to end it off, a tree with decorations. I'm sure you'll know, now we see what he's doing. Those things are all things that we associate with Christmas. These are things that are traditions of Christmas. So you might say now, okay, so what is a tradition? Now, a tradition is it's a way of an established way of thinking or a way of doing something. It's something that has been passed down from century to century to century. And it normally entails a belief or an action that a group of people do. And as Christians, we celebrate Christmas. And even within the Christian people, there's a different way in which people do celebrate Christmas. They've got different traditions. Now, I know in South Africa, our traditions generally are the crackers, not the ones you eat, as I said, but these ones at Christmas dinner that we sit and pull. There's normally like a little joke or something in it to read. We've got our Christmas hats, we've got our gifts, we've got our tree with decorations, we sing Christmas carols, and we don't have pizza for lunch, but we have turkey. Those are all traditions that we have for Christmas, and these are things that our parents learned from their parents, who learned from their parents, who learned from their parents. So it just goes down from generation to generation. So excuse the tree falling down there. Now, different countries also have their different traditions when it comes to Christmas. For some reason in Norway, they hide brooms that you sweep the floor with. Christmas Eve is spent hiding brooms away. I don't know why they do that. In Japan, interestingly, their Christmas meal is fried chicken. So can you imagine having Kentucky Fried Chicken as your Christmas lunch? In Venezuela, the tradition is that you go to church in your rollerblades. In England, they talk about dreaming of a white Christmas. They say that if it snows on Christmas Day, it's going to be a really, really special day. In Europe, and again in the United Kingdom, Christmas is normally associated with being indoors, dressing up warmly, perhaps sitting around a fire or a heater. In South Africa, traditionally Christmas is outdoors. We're around the swimming pool, outside playing with the ball, playing outside with our toys, enjoying the sunshine. So the way we celebrate Christmas in South Africa is very different to that parts of the other parts of the world. So with all these different traditions, the way Christians celebrate Christmas, what is Christmas? What does it actually mean? It's a time when we celebrate the birth of Jesus. In the Bible, it says in the book of John, God so loved the world that he gave his only son. These words were written by John, who was a disciple and a very good friend of Jesus. These words that he wrote have been handed down, as with traditions, from generation to generation. And John wrote these words so that they would be there forever, that we would remember the true meaning of Christmas. And these words are special at Christmas because it is what we believe in. We believe that God sent Jesus down as a human to live amongst us. So no matter what traditions we use when celebrating Christmas, and there will be different ones, even within South Africans, different ways. Let's consider John's words and what they mean, that God loved this world so much that he gave us his only Son. I'd like you to just bow your heads, put your hands together, and close your eyes in prayer. Dear God, we thank you for the many traditions we have at Christmas, for the good food, the gifts, and the fun we have in decorating the tree. We pause to remember all the people who have passed traditions on to us. We pause to think about the words that John handed down to us that we find in the Bible. We thank you that you love us. We thank you for the gift of Jesus. We thank you for love and forgiveness. Please bless our Christmas, our holidays, and the times we're going to have with loved ones. Amen. So as we end off the year, boys and girls, I just want to say to every single one of you, well done on everything you've achieved this year. It has been a disruptive year. It's been a different year. But that's what life is about, is how we face these challenges and how we adapt to them. So take time to reflect on everything this year. Importantly, enjoy Christmas and the time with your family. And let's remember to stay safe and to stay healthy. Wear your mask, sanitize your hands, and keep those distances. Have a wonderful break, everyone, and we look forward to seeing you in the new year.
Kom ons bid saam. Dierbare Vader, dankie vir hierdie vars nuwe oggend. Vandag wil ek alles in u hande los en vertrou. U tyd nie my tyd nie, u wil nie my wil nie, u plan nie my plan nie. Dankie, liewe Heer, dat u altyd in beheer is. Amen.
Ndicela usikelele isikolo sethu, abaphathi, otitshala, abasebenzi, abazali, nabantwana bakho Thixo. Siphephise kwaye usindise kwi-coronavirus. Ndicela konke ngegama kaYesu Kristu. Amen.
I still can't believe that I've been at Woodridge for 11 years. But out of all my years of being at school, I'll be sharing some of my memories from my very first year. When I was 2, I could only speak Afrikaans, and I had to learn how to speak English by listening to the others. We also had some of the best tea parties. They would give us these mini teacups and some Mari biscuits to dip inside the tea. I also remember when Auntie Jen, who is also known as Miss Kato or Mrs. Skeepers, used to make up the girls, which was so much fun. But the best part of all is that I still have some of my friends that have walked with me all these years.
I remember the first day of grade 5. I was so excited because it was the first time in 7 years that my best friend was actually in my class. I couldn't believe it and I sprinted to my mom to tell her the good news. That was the start of a great year and Mr. Kurtz was our grade 5 teacher.
Well, I'll always remember when we were doing sports with Mr. Phillips and he would always take his whistle and he'd treat it as a whip and he'd go, Foster, Foster, run, run, run. And that always just brings back great memories of the teachers. Or the time when Mr. Reed got his head shaved in front of the whole school. That was also hilarious.
The one thing that made him so great was his lisp. The way that he taught was enthusiastic and in a way we could understand, like with apples and oranges. Although we had many accidents, I'm not naming and shaming, but one person fell down a waterfall and another person got heat stroke. That was my best camp group ever in my whole entire prep years. I'm not gonna lie, but Mr. Kurtz was definitely the best teacher.
Hello everyone, today I was speaking about grade 7 and today my name's gonna be Yanda and I'll talk about some of the memories. Some of the stuff that we do is like when it's someone's birthday, we sing happy birthday like really loud, so the other classes can hear us. And like our class, we sing it the loudest, Mr. Faulkner's, because we're like the best class. And then when it was one day, it was like really hot and all 3 grade 7 classes went swimming and that was nice and was fun. But the thing is, Mr. Faulkner's class, we had an exception because our class was it's like the best class ever class, so that's why we swam twice. And then one of the other memories that we had was the great try, because the great try, it was tough and it was raining and it was damp, but at the end of the day we still relaxed and enjoyed ourselves. And it also made like a difference to us to see how actually tough things can be. And one of the other stuff that we did was the icebreaker, and the icebreaker is like a thing to show what you have to do and what you're gonna get for next year in high school for us. And it was fun actually. I thought it's gonna be tough and stressful, but it's actually relaxing and fun. And and even though there's gonna be lots of work, we can still make it fun, and with the outdoor activities and the sports and and with friends. And the other stuff that we did, Oaks, it was the Widget Way. And the people said the Widget Way was gonna be like devastating tough, But the thing is, it was tough, but it was not like that kind of tough. And we found new stuff, new experiments, like activities and things that we're good at. And we found like new friends, And even though everyone was like struggling with this year, we still like made it fun for everyone, and we still made it fun for ourselves. And that's how you enjoy yourself. Even though there's life going down, there's ups and downs, just still make it positive and fun. Thank you.
So this year started like any other year, but didn't end the same. We went to Donaldson's barn for our last camp there ever. We wrote our names on the wall like any other grade 7s would. This was normal. This was usual. We went on the great try. I didn't get to finish it because I got sick. But all the grade 7s sent me a video to say get better soon. This actually helped me get better. It made me feel better. So then we went into lockdown in April, and this was very different. We learned new things about technology, and the teachers gave us their time to have Zoom meetings with us. So thank you for that. When we went back to school, we had to wear masks, which was very irritating. And in my class, Mr. Faulkner would play worship music songs, which made us feel better. And sorry about this in advance, Mr. Faulkner. So I also played this song called New Shoes On, and it was Sir's birthday, and he had gotten new shoes. So Sir strutted down my classroom, playing the song and showing off his new shoes. Everyone started laughing. And that day, Mrs. Wade shouted at 7R. We could hear it from my class, and my class is at the opposite end of theirs. So now we even did Icebreaker. And Icebreaker was really fun. We got to stay in the college hostel. And I just want to mention the grade 7 prep hostel girls that didn't get to stay in the hostel because there wasn't enough space. So thank you for letting us stay there instead. So now to the Woodridge Way. The Woodridge Way was so different to every other year. We went from J-Way to Woodridge, we camped at school, we did an activity in the night. Mr. von Berg even went with us, so thank you for that. Even though we got shouted at a lot as grade 7s, we didn't get to do Solitaire or SWD tour, the teachers made our school days fun. And this was still one of my favorite school years ever, so thank you for this.
Good morning, everybody. My grade 7 year. Who knew it would turn out like this? I'm sure we all had a better and different idea of this year. My grade 7 year was amazing, even though we couldn't do all the things we wanted to. I will never forget this year for so many reasons, and the memories we made have been unforgettable. These are my top 5 memories that stood out to me the most throughout the year. First, camp. When everyone was writing their names on the wall, everybody had such creative ideas and were just having so much fun, which made me really happy. Great try. Great try was absolutely amazing, and everybody finished with a smile on their face, and I just remember laughing all the time. The social. Everybody was so shy in the beginning, and at the end, everyone was dancing on stage, making dance circles, shouting and screaming, and just having the time of their lives. Woodridge Way. It really was an experience, and even though I was tired, I was having so much fun. Next would have been the Leavers lunch, but unfortunately we couldn't have it, but I could just imagine the fun we would have had. I would like to say a few thank yous. Mr. Phillips, thank you for being the best math teacher anyone could ask for. You were so patient with our class and made us laugh all the time. Mrs. Schreier, thank you for being the best house mom in the world. You sacrificed so much for us and treated us like your own. Thank you for making us laugh and feel loved. I will miss you so much, and I'll miss all the hostel girls and GAP students. Thank you for putting up with our nonsense and for helping us grow into who we are today. Mrs. Wade, we never got to spend a lot of time with you this year, but the months we did, thank you for putting the work in our heads straight away and for shouting at our class when we needed it. Mrs. Skierpus, thank you for your soft voice and so much patience with our class, even when we were getting on your last nerve. Mr. Reed and Mr. Skierpus, thank you for planning such amazing outdoor activities for the grade 7s. Woodridge Way and Great Try are 2 things I will never forget. My class, grade 7.1. Thank you for always being the kindest to me. You have never failed putting a smile on my face. Our class was always filled with laughter and smiles. I have created great friendships with this class, and I will cherish that forever. Lastly, to all the grade 7s and staff, thank you for helping me grow as a person and for making me really happy here at Woodridge Prep. I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas and a lovely New Year. Thank you.
And these are the fellowship certificates. And as you know, you would have voted for the winners of these certificates. And these are for a boy and girl who you really feel have embodied everything that Woodridge is about. Just to sum it up, they are just great people. They're just everything that we want to see in a person, that we strive to be. And I think for the winners of these certificates, it's an acknowledgement from your peers, not from the teachers or the headmaster, but from your peers, which is a wonderful accolade, knowing that your peers see you in this light.
Congratulations to the following children who are awarded Good Fellowship Awards for 7R this year. These awards are voted by the class for the children who they believe have shown the most kindness and acts of service to those around them. And this year, the awards for 7R go to Pauline Klaassen and Yongama Kulu. Congratulations, you two.
The Good Fellowship winners in 7.2 are Nicholas Janssen van Rensburg and Tamsin de Villiers. Congratulations, guys, and well done.
And the 2020 Fellowship Awards in 7.3 are for Yanda Nukala and Julia Cullingworth. Congratulations.
Good morning, boys and girls. Wow. Who would have ever thought that we'd be saying goodbye to you like this? What a year that we've all had. The COVID-19 has just been a year that's caused devastation, and wow, we've been thrown huge curveballs, but like we all do at Woodridge, we've managed to deal with it, and you guys have been part of that. And yeah, who would have thought we'd be saying goodbye like this? It's been a challenging year, a really challenging year, and I don't think that you have realized what you guys have actually achieved. Out there in the world, things have been devastating, and we've been in a real little bubble here at Woodridge. And yeah, thanks to the school and everything that has been done here, we've been able to put a program together to keep things as normal as possible in a world that's really in turmoil. So it really has been a challenge for us all, but you guys have done so well to come through this. And as I say, I don't think you've realized how difficult it has been, because I think your parents and teachers have really protected and looked after you so well. Yeah, we've had a year where we've had to learn how to use OneNote and what it's been like to maybe be homeschooled. And yeah, I think when the opportunity for school when school was reopened again, when most of you all came back, it just shows that we need to socialize. We are social beings, and that's what we really enjoy about school, is being back with our friends and being back around people that we can talk to and socialize with and play with and just be part of their circles. So yeah, it's difficult being at home on your own all the time, and maybe those that do homeschooling, I think of you, Izzy, it's going to be a challenge for you, and you must really keep in contact with all your friends. But yeah, the rest of us, you can see that was great being back at school. And yeah, these things that we've had to deal with are difficult, but we've done it. So yeah, it's and unfortunately we didn't have any winter sport this year. I was really looking forward to watching you all on the hockey field, the netball court, and the rugby field. But yeah, such are the circumstances. And but we've had many other opportunities to do things. We've done the Great Try, King and Queen of the Mountain, Stairway to Heaven, and then now the Woodridge Way. So you guys have had quite a lot of the things that normally would have happened. It's just the winter sport that we didn't get to. I know we didn't get to the Leavers dinner, which we weren't going to have, but we changed that to a breakfast, then to a brunch, and the solitaire. And well, COVID beat us on that occasion, but it hasn't beaten us in real life. So yeah, without those last sort of functions, without the Leavers dinner, this is just an opportunity for me to say well done to all of you. It's been wonderful getting to know you. You've been a fantastic group of children that have really come through and shone. So I just want to wish you a wonderful holiday and congratulate you on all that you've done this year. And have a blessed Christmas and all the best for what lies ahead of you next year. The college is going to be a challenge. High school will be a challenge. You're going to find that you've got a lot more freedom, and you've got to learn how to deal with that freedom. We've had a lot of chats about those difficult times in life and the things that you're going to be faced with, and the challenges and the choices that you're going to have to make. Make the right choices and do the right thing. I think you've been led well by the teachers at the prep school, all the way through from preschool right through to grade 7, and the foundation has been set for you to fly. Go and do that and just spread your wings, but have a wonderful time. And thank you for all that you've meant to all of us here at the prep. All right, thanks then everyone. Bye.
And then finally to our grade 7s. Well, what a way to end your prep school years. You're going to go down as a very special group, the 2020 grade 7s. But I must really take my hat off to you. Although you've lost out on so much, you've remained positive and you've been absolutely superstars. You embody everything that we expect of our pupils. And congratulations for that. You have really done yourselves proud. Traditionally, the last thing that our grade 7s do at the prep is the ringing of the bell. And that signifies, the ringing of the bell signifies the end of the lesson, the end of their prep years, but it also signifies the start of the lesson, or the start of their time up at the college. So it's sad that you can't ring the bell this year, but I'll ring it for you.